allowed to share what happened to Holly. Holly came to me about 2 months ago and she asked me, Nelda, I really want to go on a cruise at the end of August, but I have no PTO. And the policy is we don't have PTO, we just don't take time off. But Holly's had a little rough year. I said, Holly, go ahead and take your cruise. Just go enjoy yourself.
Oh, how sweet of you.
But anyway, she goes on a cruise and she reports that there's a leak in her bathroom. There's water on the floor. The next day, she goes in and she slips on the floor and she fractures her amputated leg. Well, it gets better. She then gets to Houston some way. They get her here to Houston, and she's going to have surgery to repair that fractured leg. They were having trouble finding an intubator.
This Lord has no
Rains and pours.
miss.
Okay.
I know she's not
So shy. We see the kids in the beach. We would have told them about the little one.
You want to go on that cruise? You say
I
you
take
want
care
to
of her. My husband's sick, so that was a problem. I'm sorry.
Doc?
It wasn't that
Herman?
situation.
A life insurance
But,
policy and
She
one
gets
hand,
to
a white flag and
Houston,
us.
it's on the operating table, they're trying to intubate her, and they're having a hard time. They do a COVID test on her, she's positive for COVID.
Oh.
Her lungs were inflamed, her throat was inflamed, so they put her on a ventilator. So we thought, oh no. And about 2 days later, she came off the ventilator, and then the next day, she got to go home. So Holly is home, and she is recovering, but it was a touch and go thing, so that's what happens. Right? Me too. No. She made it, come on in. Oh. You need a spot for, probably over here. You should make it through here. You should make it through here. Look at her.
I didn't wear it outside, I had to put it on. Is that Astros or not?
It's Astro today,
I
yeah.
got that at the game.
Oh, right, they put this giveaway.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Long time ago, and all that. Here's my hat, oh, here.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Actually, I have one to give away today.
Yeah, we can back them out, we had to do one.
Okay.
I went back to get more, they were all in one.
Oh, I bet they were.
Hey, fine, you got your orange on? Well, I got one. Yeah.
You just missed a story.
Oh.
Holly's okay. We'll go again. She had a little accident. She's recovering.
She had an auto.
No, she was on a cruise and broke her leg. She broke her leg on the cruise.
On a what?
Cruise.
Broke her leg.
She was amputated leg.
You amputated.
Yes. And she ended up in the hospital. They tried to intubate her. She had COVID. They put her on a ventilator, and now she's fine. She's at home. That's a long story, but I just told the whole crowd.
You didn't, nobody called me, they had to wait for me. Is she
I-
home now?
I wasn't about to call everybody. It's not. it wasn't
Is she in
called her.
Houston?
She's in Houston, yeah. She's fine. She's recovered. She hopes to come back to work next week.
Okay.
Well, welcome
Those minutes can
everyone.
be for y'all.
Thank you very much. I'd like to welcome each of you to the meeting today. It's a pleasure to see y'all here. It's always an honor to be able to host these meetings for you. I know as an amputee, y'all go through a lot, and if we could just bring a smile to your face for today, it makes us feel very honored to do so.
Oh, my God.
So today we celebrate baseball and the Astros. Who's been watching the Astros? How are we rated? Do we know what we're rated? We're first.
We're still number
We
one.
just played the Amputees.
Ex-Oakland athletic, A's.
The A's.
Yeah.
We lost 2 games. And yeah, okay, so we're still first. Well, baseball began in the 1800s. And the first official game was in 1846 in a city here in the United States. Do you know which city that was? Nope.
Austin.
Nope. Well, close. New Jersey. And do you don't answer this? I know you know the answer. Do not answer this. What was the name of the first official baseball game in the United States?
First what?
Official baseball team, I should say, in the United States. The first game was 1846 in New Jersey. Now we have to have an official team. The first official team.
The Washington Sentinels.
That's a good guess, not it. The Cincinnati Red Sox. Oh, Red Stockings. Cincinnati Red Stockings.
Yeah, they changed it.
I guess so, isn't that funny?
I will. Red stock.
I don't know if a lot of people know, before we were the Astros, we were the 45. Yeah.
We won the 45.
Yeah.
Code 45,
After they brought the space station to Houston, we changed the name to Houston Astros.
So what does 45 stand for?
Done.
That's appropriate.
I do love
Baseball is considered our favorite pastime. Y'all agree with that?
To
play,
not to watch. It's something to watch. Yeah, it has to time.
We can take a lot of life lessons from baseball. So how do we do that? How do we take life lessons from baseball? Think about the game.
How do you do what?
Take life lessons from baseball. So when you play baseball, what do? You get up, you go and you bat, you either hit a home run, strike out, but if you strike, right. In life, we hit home runs and sometimes we strike out. But in the game of baseball, we go back, we strike out, then we try again. So in life, we need to, if we strike out, go do it again. Don't be hard on yourself if you strike out. Yes, sir.
If I would have to relate baseball to a way of my life, I get a chance to play, first of all. I get a chance to bat. If I get a good hit, I get to go to first base. But it's just a stepping stone toward home plate where I get, if I make it home, I get a point. So that's how I would relate it.
So how do you relate that to an event in your life? Can you think of something where that happened?
Yeah, I lost my leg in a car accident in 2015.
In a what?
In a car accident.
You did lose it to a car accident?
Yeah.
Okay.
And, I thought my life was over. I didn't know how I was going to function again normally, But I had a coworker that I worked with, and when he found out that I had to have my foot amputated, he came by and visited me. But this man was a maintenance man at Waterburger, and I never knew he had a prosthesis, and he was born like that.
Wow.
So when I seen him like that, I knew that if he could do it, I could do it. He was born like that. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, there's levels and stages in life, and it was just a stepping stone that I had to overcome. But like I said, it's levels to everything, and you got to start somewhere. But at least I have the chance to, like I say, get an at bat.
Right.
That's how I took my losing my limb.
Right. So we need to celebrate our small gains, our small wins, right? Anybody else want to share anything about how they relate baseball to their life? Can you think of an event in your life where you hit a home run? Somebody has to have home runs.
Well,
Okay, Vivian. Thank you.
thinking of myself, and that's the only way I can, is that I had to make a choice. Like the coach of a baseball team, he has to decide how it's gonna go and who's gonna do what.
Right?
What started out as a simple knee replacement went completely wrong because I didn't pick correctly. I picked the wrong doctor. I just picked the wrong doctor.
Just like a pitcher, you pick the wrong pitcher, you lose the game.
Yes. And once the decision was made of what I needed to do, I had to come up with the yes or no. Do I keep the leg and hope I live? Or do I take the leg and hope I live? It still was my choice. I had to go through those doctors to decide what I'm gonna do. And that's my mom was the diehard Astros fan. When she and her sister could get tickets, we would draw straws to see who got to take them. And the short straw lost, because you were going to an Astros game. And they would get their little cup, they drink their soda, they take the bottom out and start yelling. And I could see her yelling for me if she knew what I was going through. My mom would push you,
Yes.
especially if she know you couldn't do it. So I had to remind myself, before I go picking people to do stuff for me, I need to find out what they can do. Can they hit? Can they catch? Can they run?
Right.
You know, that's how you're gonna win.
That's right.
Your player has to know what to do. And if I had to do it all over again, I would hope I get the right one first. Because the subsequent ones, you know, you can pull a picture because he's doing nothing but giving them up. But if you pull him too late,
It's too
you
late.
know, yeah. If I'd have done something a little bit sooner, maybe it would have been different. Because I kind of fault myself and the hospital. We were only back in motion a week after and after the lights came on. I came to have my surgery because it was supposed to be the day the hurricane hit.
Oh.
And when the lights went out and were gone out for a month, we lived on candle lights and all that, and this place was on backup.
Yes.
So, no surgeries. And once the water receded and everybody's back in semi-flow, I came and had my surgery. And I think, according to the one lady who was investigating the whole thing, it was a blanket. Instead of them keeping me cool, they warmed me up. And that's what supposedly messed up the surgery. But you have to pick your people. You have to know your people. These people that I work with, these people they're like my team. I know who can do what. And I know how to send people to them so that they can do what people need. Because I went this morning to this mayoral thing. I saw 15 people on stage not answer one good question. They did everything wrong. It just did not go like it was supposed to. Our team we did our part, and then the mayoral lady and whatnot, they went left with it. And all that, we were photo ops today. That's all folks said. Can I take a picture with you? I don't even know who you are. I don't know what you're capable of. I know what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to help each other. That's what this is about.
Right.
We're supposed to make sure that we are confident. Somebody told me the other day, when you get up in the morning, get up with the confidence of a 4-year-old in a Batman shirt. You never see anybody stronger than that. You will never see anybody stronger than that. And that's just me. That's just me. I've got to get up. I've got to keep moving.
Thank you, Vivian. Mr.
Yes, ma'am. So when I think about baseball and how it relates to my life, I think about two words: adaptability and teamwork. Adaptability, as an amputee, you know, often you look at yourself, you can't do what you used to do, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't go where you should go, but really take it back and look at your breath, and you know, you just gotta adapt to the circumstance. You can do everything you used to do. You might do it slower, you might do it at a different pace, but you can still adapt and do it. Just like on the baseball field, when the ball is hit, you know, if the person just stands there, you don't move after the ball, they don't adapt to its position, then they miss the play. So in life, you know, we gotta move around, we gotta do what we need to do, so we can adapt to the situation. So, you know, that's the whole game of baseball is about adaptability. It's hit to in between shortstop and second base, so somebody gotta take action to move and get to the play. In teamwork, you know, you're in this is, you know, amputations for the rest of your life, so you know you can't do everything alone. You have to face that. But sometimes you need help. You need to have the right people on your team. Surround yourself with positive people, not negative people. Surround yourself with people that's full of faith and gonna support you, and not people who are gonna talk about you, criticize you, or people who are there who you could do something for them, but now you can't do it in the same way they're not in your life anymore. Don't worry about those people. Get a good supporting team, just like in baseball.
Support is very, very important in this journey. You know, some people just don't have it, and that's one of the reasons we have the group. So you always have someone to call on if you need support, you know. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, David.
That's what I think about it too, because
A little bit louder, please.
that's my name, Kat. The reason why I think about baseball and adjusting to my life is because I became an amputee December 6th, so this kind of still freshman. But it's been a struggle because I have lupus, I'm blind, and I'm blind.
Yes.
So
Triple whammy.
it's a triple whammy, yes. So when I first came, I think to you guys, I had already had a what do you call it? One of those prosthetic people, but prosthesis, but they were the wrong type of people for me. They was doing everything wrong. So when I found mobility and prosthetic, they've been wonderful for me. Yeah, because they adjusted everything good for me, because it's been a struggle, you know.
So you do better
So
now?
I'm doing better because I'm in a tier where I do swimming, and I'm doing, and then I still have my blind practice that I do, and I got this organ, so I'm doing a lot better. But it's been a struggle at first, you know. So, it's just like baseball, like you said, you hit some and you miss some, it's just like,
Practice.
but I had a triple strikeout, so yeah, it's been a lot. Yes, I thank God for it, so I depend on support. Today was actually, I called this morning and I told Vanessa, I wasn't coming because it's raining, and by me having lupus and I can't see, the depth of the rain makes my feet slide, so I wasn't gonna come.
Right.
So then when it stopped raining, I called MSP. I said, can y'all take me to the
Please
group?
take me, please take me.
So now I'm here.
I'm glad you're here. Anybody else want to share? Mr. Dwayne? Mr. Football? Do you even like
For real.
football?
I got one.
He's all about football.
Don't be discouraged and don't give up. After 10 years, our first marriage went foul. I stayed in the batter's box and got a new woman, and now I hit a home run, so I'm good.
So you kept batting, huh?
Kept at it, kept swinging, and well.
Anybody else? Okay, madam. Look
My
about it.
thing was, the doctor that my landlord had a problem with him, because he wouldn't talk to me.
I hate that.
And, I went back, and he still wouldn't talk to me. And I said, well, if you can't, that, the other lady's gotta go, but not right now. So, I, better.
Yeah.
And, the doctor told me I can't wear the prosthesis to this leg won't be able to handle.
It's supportive. Is that true?
It's that, I haven't tried.
You haven't tried.
No, I haven't tried.
What was your amputation?
It's only been a year. So,
Jason, do you want to address that?
Is that?
Her doctor told her that her right leg will not support a prosthesis on the left leg. I mean, yeah, right? Yeah, and so I asked her if that's true. How do you know your right leg's not going to support your left prosthesis? And how do you double check that? I mean, this is what the doctor told her.
Well, I guess you just have to get into it. Have to do an evaluation to determine if there's a reason or something going on with the right leg, arthritis or.
well, that's what they say, there is something going on with the leg, but it's not violent.
Right.
But it's, you know, there's things that's going on.
Right.
So I assume that's what, you know, she told me that's what it was.
Well, you know, you can always do an evaluation done by a prosthetic company and go through and do testing and just try different things and see, you know, if you're a candidate or not. So,
If you want to, I mean, we're gonna have to tell you it's not gonna hold up on either side. I personally, as a patient, would check it out and got another opinion. Because sometimes doctors really don't know much about prosthetics. I'm not trying to cut down doctors, we need our doctors.
Yeah.
But they really truly don't understand prosthetics all the way. So if you have any desire, I would reach out to a prosthetist, a company, and say, could you evaluate me for a prosthesis just to see if I qualify? Because you have to do certain things before any company should give you a leg. So that's just a side note, but go ahead.
I've been doing this 20 years, and there's been a few times where the docs weren't 100% correct. And I've had patients come in and they were told, I can think of one specifically, they told me he would never run again. And we were like, forget that, you know, he's running. So, I know that was saying it, but some doctors just don't understand anything about prosthetics. They just don't go to school and get courses and classes on prosthetics,
Yeah.
right? So, it'd be a good idea to get an evaluation and then take it from there.
So usually when you have to get a second opinion for an evaluation, you have to get a prescription?
Well, it depends. Well, if you're gonna get an evaluation from a doctor, then obviously you need a prescription, or you just need to go to that doctor's office and they can write you a prescription. But for prosthetics, if you want a hands-on, full initial evaluation, then yes, in the state of Texas, we hold a license. We're required to have a license to do hands-on things. So muscle testing would be something that requires a prescription to do that. But you can always call and consult with a prosthetic company, and they can talk to you about a bunch of things, and then they can help you find a doctor that can help write a prescription, things of that nature. So, but to answer your question, yes, to do a full-on evaluation, you have to have it.
We're like a pharmacy.
So I'm asking, I'm a little confused with those, different types of, that's it.
Prosthetics?
I'm good with this, I'll wait till class.
Sure, absolutely. But, yeah, if you have questions, let us know.
Please, always, we're here to help, always. Anybody else?
Yes, now we ain't got no time. I don't.
I was just diagnosed with osteopenia and osteoporosis and both. So I'm trying to figure out what is the, because I was having a problem with my good leg, this is the left leg. And since I have moved, I thought it was just that. But now that I'm struggling to, you know how I used to walk in the house, it just hurts to do it. So they send me swimming to build my bones up a little bit. So, but now I just can't get this prosthesis on this side, stop hurting at the tip. At
The bottom.
At the bottom, it don't hurt up there, it's just there at the tip. So I'm using.
Well, that's gonna be, well, your prosthesis shouldn't be bothering you at the bottom of your leg. So you shouldn't feel like you're walking on the bottom, you shouldn't feel like you're getting pressure on the bottom. So if that's the case, it could be as simple as adding more socks, it needs to be tightened up, or
That's what I'm doing after
if
this.
that's not helping you,
Yeah.
then, you know, maybe the prosthesis needs to be tightened up, or maybe you need a new socket. So, I would definitely seek a second opinion. You shouldn't have fresh blood. Okay.
You
Don't
call
seek
me.
a second opinion if you're my patient.
Who are you, Uncle Jason? Who are you?
That's
I'm
Jason.
Jason. I think you see Rebecca.
Who's it?
You see Rebecca.
Yeah, I'm from Sinners.
Oh.
Nelda's my mother.
I claim him, he's my son. We've worked together for a long time. We do great together.
Okay, I'm done. I'm gonna ask a question. What's the difference between the leg, what do you call the leg? That's the leg. What is the
The
leg?
socket, well, the whole thing with the foot is called a prosthesis.
So what is this, what is this?
That is your
rubber?
socket.
That's a socket.
Yes, sir. And also the limbs change, especially as you get further away from your surgery date, your limb is gonna change.
Yeah, because I had my surgery December 6th, and it was
Okay.
like my swelling just will not go down.
Right.
You just get tighter and tighter and tighter, but
Okay.
the swelling's not going down.
Okay, so the fit's feeling tighter.
Yeah,
Okay, well, I'd come in and get another evaluation done and see what can be done. Because if your leg is getting smaller, we can tighten it up to a certain extent. And then once it gets too small, we have to remake it. If it goes the other way, then you have to remake it normally.
What was that saying?
I don't wanna worry my girls to death, but I'd be confident in, but it's
That's
just,
okay.
it's just not getting smaller, it just seems like the, what do you call it, you put on.
The liner,
The liner is getting tighter instead of getting looser.
are you gaining weight?
No,
Are you gaining fluid?
maybe. I'm on 17 different medications on my.
That could have something to do with it.
Yeah.
There could be so many different reasons for your leg getting bigger, so. But if it gets bigger, your socket doesn't, there's nothing we can do to make a socket bigger.
The socket does not change.
Oh.
Yeah, so it normally has to be remade if you get to the point where it doesn't fit right. You have to get it remade, your insurance should understand that, as long as we can prove, medical reason, necessity for it. So, there's gonna be a reason why your limb is getting bigger, just to figure out why.
Okay, got it.
They take a measurement of your leg every time you come in. Most of the time they take a measurement, so they're always watching to see what that limb does. And that's why we justify to the insurance company. So if you have an increase, then the reason to change your socket, right, to injure yourself. I'm not
If you
prosthetic.
can't get all the way in it, or it's not comfortable, and you're having problems, sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, being in a prosthesis, it's a lifetime of seeing your prosthetist and adjusting and things like that. Some people are more successful than others, but sometimes you just can't help it. Your body reacts a certain way, we all have to kind of adapt to what your body's doing. Okay, anybody else want to share anything else before we move on?
Thank you.
You're welcome, that's why we're here. Let's go around the table real quick, say our names, and if you want to say something about yourself, amputated when, whatever you want to say real quick.
My name is Karen Dickerson.
Karen Dickerson. Okay, you were amputated when? A year ago. We'll skip over Bruce Ford.
I'm Patricia, and I was amputated December, so
Okay. And your name is Anthony Smith.
Thank you.
We're struggling with Anthony Smith's insurance.
Yeah, I hope you work out. So I'm just prosthetic leg. It's getting small, mine gets small.
Yours is getting
The
smaller.
cup is getting heavy.
Well, if it hangs, if it doesn't fit well, it's gonna feel heavier.
Yeah, I'm that's it. So appointment with the young man.
Yes, I understand.
He'll take care.
Thank you, Mr. Smith.
If you
Ma'am?
don't do it, I'll come back and talk to you.
Yes,
So
sir.
you can.
You know where to go.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. What's your name?
Okay.
Monica?
Monica Miller,
Monica Miller.
and I was amputated July of 2021.
Oh, so you've been amputated for a while.
Yeah, I had some issues with my first prosthesis, so they just redid it and did a new one. So I'm just waiting on the insurance to approve me to go to rehabilitation again because I didn't want to go back to in-house. I wanted outpatient. So I'm really hoping that I can get here this time.
Okay, good. Good. And then we have another new person.
April can tell you,
April, what about yourself? You lost your leg when?
on December 21.
And they're good friends, by the way. Monica and April, very good friends. And Dwayne?
I'm Dwayne. As you can see, occasionally, I allow myself to get distracted from football, but don't make a habit of it.
Mr. Allison?
My name is Harold Allison. I have foot amputation. I've been that way. God has been with me, and I've been healing. And on one, I had both feet one time. One foot's healed up, the other one is in the process of healing. And hopefully soon I'll be walking pretty soon, getting close to that time. So I continue on doing stuff like this, what I'm doing. I do this. This is my pastime. This is my joy. I love doing it for people. I do it for my church. So I have fun. So that's my blessing.
Pass your friend.
All right.
Oh, that's a friend. You don't have to say anything. You don't want to. Okay, Vivian?
Oh, my name is Vivian Lee. I'm an advocate for independent living through a group, Coalition for Barrier-Free Living, Houston Center for Independent Living. And basically, this is our new brochure. Do everything that we can, knowing that we're not gonna pick you up. We're gonna help you get up. We don't hand out, we hand up. So if you need something, we're not saying that we won't help you if we're not sure. We're saying be sure you need the help. Because we don't want to enable you if you're not actually ready. And basically, when I'm out, just like this, 4 or 5 people, I will probably end up giving a business card to and sending a message to my contact. This person needs a chair, this person needs a walker, this person's looking for a place to live. And that's who we are. And that's who I am.
Is this the only
This is our new one.
Is this the only brochures you're bringing up?
I did, but the red bag, as you see, is not on here.
There's a red bag down there.
No, this is our newest bag. We've had these done for the mayoral contest day, and I had a short red one. I meant to get some black and white ones made up, and I have dug through this bag. It was all bound up together, but it was in a different bag.
Well,
But
this is a very important brochure for you guys. I wish you would have brought some.
I have them. We just had these made up. These are all new brochures with everything that we are now doing, and the new address and everything.
What is CV?
Coalition for Barrier-Free Living. That's the corporate name, even though it's for nonprofit.
You're called HC.
But we are the Houston Center for Independent Living because we have 3 offices all together. We have the one here in Houston, we have one on Dairy Ashford, Fort Bend Center for Independent Living, and we also have one down in Montgomery, Brazoria County Center for Independent
And this
Living.
is a state-funded program, is that correct? And they help people with disability to maintain their independence at home.
And it's almost all of the employees are disabled.
Yes.
We are for the people with whatever you can do.
So what if you need a ramp at your house? What if you need a wheelchair at the house?
Well, the wheelchairs we have at the office. The ramp guy, we have 4 people that I
Do y'all
believe
fund for
for
those?
ramps.
Y'all fund for those, right?
Mhm. Yes.
Hearing aids, you fund for hearing aids.
Yes, and I should have put mine in today because I've been doing this
Okay.
all day long.
So this is a very important
Yes.
piece of information for you guys.
And I'm sorry.
Yeah, I got a question. They have them brochures at West Grade, Lady
Yeah.
Bug.
I'm sorry. I had them ready. Yeah, I'm gonna bring some more next month because I've got to go back to the office, not today. And we're closed on Fridays.
Okay.
So more than likely next Tuesday,
Yeah, I'll be.
because my time is not, set up. It's whenever I can get in and out. But everybody got a pen in front of them?
Yeah.
713
All right, so you're right.
974 4621. That's the Houston Center for Independent Living. 974-4621. You can tell them you want to be a consumer. And at that point, they will sign you up. More than likely, either Mr. Edward Small or Miss Annabelle Rios. They are the stepping stones to everything else.
Yeah, cause I'm supposed to be moving into my apartment on the 22nd, and I don't have I have a shower, but it don't have a tub, so I need to sit down.
You need a chair.
Shower chair.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
no, just him.
Yes, that's an easy fix.
Yeah, and I figured,
That's an easy fix. This is where it gets difficult, because they can't help with this, but it's a time-consuming venture. So be sure you actually need it before you ask for it. Because it's very difficult to get these, but we can.
She wants to say something, Patricia.
I'm sorry, I took my hearing aid out.
You wanna ask your question?
Yeah, just speak loud.
Okay, I wanna know, can I get I live on a housing problem, but can I get a door thing, you open the door, you probably, open the door?
An automatic door?
Because I don't have the strength, your open, like my door, in my apartment. Push the door and wheel myself, put in the door, can I get a door?
Like an automatic opener.
An automatic door opener, not the first, but I'm pretty sure we can.
It's something that they need for living. Right?
And I'd say it would have to be done on an outside basis, because most of the apartment complexes, especially those that are housing, the repair list for that is phenomenal. So we've been having to do.
They said whatever I needed, and I was trying to find it, they didn't have a problem. I just,
Yeah.
I just need a little.
Well, you probably need to contact Vivian and see if there's an
I'm glad I have to ask.
application process. There is an application process to this.
I'm gonna call Edward when I get home, because that sounds like something we should be able to do. Because like I said, when it comes to housing and the housing places, their repair lists go through the city. You don't just call your main office and say, hey, I need this, and somebody come out and fix it. Because it's government supported. Yeah, because it's government supported, we have to ask permission to do
It's
so.
HUD, and they said it's private.
Yeah, as we said, I'm pretty sure we can. I'm pretty sure we can. I never had anybody ask me one of those. This is an adventure.
Sure, when we come back, you have to relax a little bit.
Yeah.
David, go ahead.
Good afternoon, my name is David Winters. I became an amputee, October 11, 2019. I'm still here.
Good for you, and that's your mother.
That's my mother.
Okay, sir, your name, please?
Marcus Nyberg, and I became an amputee February 22nd of 2015. And this is my second prosthesis. My first one was a lock and pin. I liked it a lot more. I was able to play basketball like I like it because
Not more secure.
the cloth liners, it rubs against my skin a lot more. When I had the silicone sleeve, it was a lot better. You know?
Why are they changing?
Well, I ended up getting robbed for my prosthesis. 2021, and I had to get another one here. So I didn't have insurance at the time, so I went through Dr. Bloodworth, the Harris Health, and went to Baker Prosthetic and Orthopedics. The first one I got was with the MPI, and I went through DARS, and it was a much better prosthesis. So, but I mean, I'm just happy to be able to walk around and just get out that wheelchair, you know. Makes things a lot easier.
Please turn to process.
Okay.
Okay, what is your name? Yeah.
Catherine.
They don't know your
I
name.
got it. Catherine, and I don't know, I had mine cut off in 2003 and 2020, and it's been 3 years. And I was walking at first, and the prosthesis broke, and it opened up my wound, and I had to go back to the surgeon, and he said, get another one. Well, then I broke my head,
Oh,
and now I'm in the process of trying to get another. I haven't made a $9,000 one. I can't wear it. because I don't know what's wrong down in my nerve, but it's, so I'm trying to get in a rehab and they are doing an appeal because they turned me down, saying that I needed 3 days a week. Well, we've asked for 3 days for a long time and always turned down. So that was kind of murky, and then we need a team. I can't have a whole team come to my house every day, I need to get every day.
Sure.
So it's just a bunch of nonsense, so they've got better answers, and they're gonna appeal it, and hopefully they can hold on, while we walking, so I'll see. But they wouldn't take me at the full floor of the heights. It's a rehab, it's big rehab, it's very bad. They denied it the first time, they usually have to appeal it before they'll, okay.
Sir?
My name is Kevin Beasley. I've been in Amputee since June of 21. Due to insurance issues, it took about 6 or 7 months before I was able to get the price tag. But I've had it since then, and I'm thankful for my progress towards walking all the way to the chair. And my progress is coming along great.
That's great news. Mr. Sherman, want to get up and say something? Mr. Sherman.
Hey, my name is Sherman Parker. I've been with Central Mobility. I think October 19. We've been like a family for a long time. The support group is really important. You know, and I like to get up here and show off sometimes, you know, and let you people know that it can be done. You know, all you gotta do is make effort and make some things happen. This lady right here is like a mother from another mother. I have to say, this is my family right here, Central Mobility. Miss Vanessa, Miss Holly, all the people I see, there's a lot of new people here, you know, and I know this guy. I've been missing in action for about like, how long, Miss Vivian? Maybe, yeah, been a while. Yeah, because I was going through a whole lot. But so all you new people I see, it's exciting to see right now because I see the group that got bigger, you know, and just keep coming. And this lady here, whole family member, Miss Nelda, I can't remember her name, but she's, yeah, you know, Miss Crystal and all that. It's a lot of fun here. They show so much love here, you know?
Yeah.
I just feel bad because I had to get back for a minute. You know? It's calling me. I love Miss Holly. I love the whole family of Central Mobility. We've been family for what? Since 2019. This happened in 2018. 2019, I got my leg and I ain't never looked back. I went through all the problems y'all going through with the slipping and socket, you know, sliding and the soles and bruises and all that. But I never looked back. I just kept on getting better.
Do you have a vacuum?
Yes, I have a vacuum on mine. Yeah,
you know, there's different types of suspensions that you can get with your prosthesis. You discuss that with your prosthetist. But he happens to have a vacuum.
Yeah, I have a vacuum. It tightens up and it gets too loose out. It tightens up and I'm walking like a new man.
Yeah, so that's a suspension, that kind of stays on. I think it forms a vacuum inside and it feels really snug. So it's a good system if you get solid.
Good, man, you're doing good. I mean, it's good to just be here. I'm Sarah, I brought my special friend with me today, Miss Sarah.
Hi, Miss Sarah.
And
welcome.
This guy, how you been doing? I know y'all been wanting to say, where's your service? They've been calling, and I just couldn't pick up. I was just in one of them moves where I didn't know what was going on. And when I have a real bad problem, she's gonna always call. And she can always calm me down. Because she know about this. The depression crap gonna come. You're gonna feel sorry for yourself. You're gonna say this and that. But you gotta, it's all up in here. And then people can tell you. I'm gonna let y'all have this meeting today. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, anybody else for a close up? Yeah. Are we done for this section?
I want to ask a question.
Sure.
Is there a weight limit? Because I've changed therapists 4 times because I keep getting the same fit, is that I'm too heavy for prosthetic leg. And yeah, that I've gone to 4 different, even
We
one
gonna win the
private
game in the
therapy.
first 7 weeks.
And they said, up to this. Even though the leg is well constructed, fit
I will tell
perfectly.
you that components do have limits. You know, I think they go up to 400 pounds maybe, they may have some that are 500 pounds, but there's heavy people walking on prosthetics, you know, not.
Yeah, and my daughter's always telling me, Mom, be sure, make sure they know what they're doing. Considering that what happened, you know, with somebody not knowing what they were doing.
I know.
And I mean, that's the really angry part, but yeah, has anybody been told you're too big for a prosthetic leg?
I don't think so.
I haven't been told I was too big, but when I got my first prosthesis, just being in that wheelchair for 2 years, I put on some extra weight.
Yeah.
And so my doctor told me that I needed to lose 30 pounds before he would fit me for my, I needed to get down to 200. So when I got down to 200, he fit me, and I was able to lose another 20 pounds. But even this 3 months that I was waiting for another prosthesis, I gained 28 pounds. I lost it at the beginning of the summer, just being able to walk around, sweating, and being mobile. But yeah, I had to lose a little bit of weight, and I gained a little bit of weight. But like I say, I had to put more socks on. I've been losing weight. You know, it's just something that you don't deal with. You know.
Yeah, I just find it very odd because when I first had the therapy started, the lady was saying my leg was too heavy. And I'm going, no, I can lift it. My problem is getting it on, getting the rubber on and getting it on because I have AFib. Move around too much and I'm breathing, I'm panting and my heart's doing, so I do need help. But she was very adamant that no, that doesn't fit right and that's too heavy. I can hardly lift it. Well, you're not lifting it, I am.
I know. They're gonna have weight, prosthetics have weight.
Yes. And I asked her, is this your first time working with a person with a prosthetic leg? No, I deal with a lot of people with prosthetic legs, just not your size. So I walked out at that. I just rolled right on out the room. I didn't want to hear nothing else.
Going back to your statement about your doctor told you to lose 30 weight before you got fitted for a prosthesis, we would have never done it.
And see, the second time that I got this one, I didn't have to lose no weight.
I know.
I got fit
We would
right
have
on.
put you in a prosthesis if you would have lost weight, and it's a good reason to go back and refit you. But at least we would have gotten you up. The main thing is to get you up, you know, and you can lose your weight while you're up. And then we can always justify change, you know. That's just the way we work. We try to get the person up as soon as possible. The longer you stay in a chair, the more difficult it is for you to get used to a prosthesis.
Yes, ma'am, you're sure right about that. Now listen, they'll tell you about your weight and all that. Like you said, they got prostheses where they can adjust to it, right? But yes, you need to, if you like a little too much weight, because Mr. Jason stay on me all the time about it. When I get to complaining, Mr. Jason ain't rubbing right, it's not feeling right. He said, how much you weighing today? I said, oh, I'm weighing like 217. But the next 2 or 3 weeks, or next 6 weeks or something, I come and talk with it, I'm weighing like 235. So it's a problem with that. So situation, right. And then this was my second leg. Now I know some people got 5 legs, you know, different sockets. Your socket, your stunt gonna scream. If you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing, taking care of yourself, it's the stunt gonna scream. And that's what you want. Some people don't want it, but I want it. You know, so you're gonna change prosthesis, you know. But for us being weight, they ain't got nothing to fit. Look at my young man right here. Good with heels. Good with heels. When I come here, he wear heels well. Is it Dwayne?
Yep.
Mr. Dwayne wear heels good. And he got to exercise. And when doctors get to telling you about you too big and all, I think that's an insult.
It is.
You know. I've been watching Mr. Dwayne. All right, y'all.
We're gonna switch gears. I'm gonna introduce you to this gentleman. He has some free marijuana for everybody, so enjoy the next phase.
Roll it up.
Don't take too much.
It's just a joke.
More reason for you to come to the meeting, right?
I'm gonna step out for a few minutes. I have to meet somebody outside. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Got it.
Thank you. Welcome everybody. Hello, my name is Terrence Paul. I work with GOODBLEND Medical Marijuana. We're one of the licensees for medical grade marijuana here in the state of Texas. If you're not familiar about the program, most people aren't. That's why I'm here to kind of lecture you guys are aware. I met Holly at the Abilities Expo a couple months ago. It was back in June. Yep, back in June. And we connected immediately and was able to speak with a lot of those folks that were there at the expo. A little bit of background about myself. My current role is as Community Relations Manager. I go all around the state of Texas talking to people about the program, about our products, and how we can help. Wind further from that, my education is in what's called adaptive physical education. So I work with those with special needs for half my life. And so hearing your stories is very touching, and it brings me back to a time when I was working with those students of all ages. And I commend you guys for your bravery and what you're going through and everything is persevering. So I will say, I'm not an Astros fan. I'm a Rangers guy. So, but
You should have left that as your party.
I would, but I want to make sure we're clear up front who I go.
I didn't even say that again.
Yeah, just knowing that we're here to help. A lot of people don't know about the program. I'm going to do a quick spiel about the company and then open up to any questions that you guys might have for me. We are one of only 3 licensees in the state of Texas. We're different than what you see with the CBD companies, right? You see all the CBD stores popping up with the hemp shops. Our stuff comes from the marijuana plant. So, for lack of better terms, the real stuff, right? We can have higher amounts of THC in our product. So it's going to be really helpful if you're having any sort of pain. A lot of people try to villainize THC, but THC is going to be that piece which is really going to help you with that pain relief. So keep that in mind. Some more things that we like to post are just really beneficial for you guys is the consistency, right? So even if you're using from your own regular dealer and you smoke recreationally in your own house, you don't really know where that comes from unless you know your source. Ours is all grown right in Austin, Texas. We do everything we call it seed to sale. So we have to do it in-house. We grow it, we extract it, we produce it, we bottle it, we deliver it all over the state of Texas. It gets tested in-house, and then also gets third-party tested through the Department of Public Safety. They're actually the governing body for the program, so you know you're getting a safe product each and every time. And the more and more people get a hold of bathtub chemistry, that's really important, right? You don't know, you want to know where your medicine is coming from. The other part about it is going to be efficiency. So again, knowing where it comes from, you want to make sure if you take a dose on Monday, it's the same dose as a dose on Tuesday, right? You don't want to get something one day and say, oh, it works today. You take it again on Tuesdays, it just doesn't hit the same. It's going to be effective and efficient every single time. So that's also important. The state doesn't allow us to have any flower. So if you're used to smoking, because most people are, just from back in the days or however they were growing up using marijuana, they're used to smoking. The state doesn't allow that currently. We're working with them constantly to get that approved. But knowing that, we provide all these other ways that you can take the medicine, right? So you've got tincture oils, which are going to be sublingual, so you can drop them underneath your tongue, get into your bloodstream faster. Gummies are our most popular. We've got a whole range of gummies, from strawberry lemonade to Texas orange to tropical paradise. We've got a grape flavor. We've got all these different flavors and different ratios. Topicals. A lot of the amputees who I ran into at the Abilities Expo really wanted to know about topicals, right? Because you're going to have that phantom pain. You're going to be able to rub that on the nub or wherever you need to, and it's going to give you that pain relief that you're looking for. We've got sleep shots, we've got beverages, we've got chocolates, and we've got a whole bunch more stuff coming. Our R&D team is amazing, and so we try to provide these new products to give you guys other options to ingest things. Any questions so far? I know I ran out of a lot of stuff.
What kind of doctor do you go to get?
Good question. So you can always ask your doctor if they want to become a prescriber. It's free for them to do. Having said that, a lot of doctors who aren't familiar, like the gentleman just talked about earlier, they don't want to deal with it. They don't want to fool with it. That's fine. We work with a number of doctors that will work with you as well.
So usually it's like I said, I have a pain management. Okay. So usually that type.
Yeah, it could be a pain management doctor, and if that doctor wants to become a prescriber, it's free for them to do. We actually have a sales rep. He couldn't make it today, but he's in Houston. He'll go talk to him. He'll give him information, lunch and learn, so he gets educated on how to prescribe and get you the medicine on there. Having said that, inside of the little pamphlets that I gave you guys, there's a card in there. We work with a telemedicine company called LeafWell. They're amazing. You can do everything from the comforts of your home in your pajamas. You never have to leave the couch. You scan that QR code, it'll send you to their website, fill out the information. You'll have a consult with a physician. They'll walk you through, they'll ask you what your symptoms are that you're dealing with. you'll get your prescription. From there, you'll give us a call, and then you'll be able to place your order, and we can deliver it to you, or you can pick it up at one of our pickup locations. So we try to make things as simple as possible, so you don't have to change your routine.
Hey, excuse me.
Yep.
So you saying this pamphlet that you give us has got all the information?
Yep.
Cause I'm gonna sign up with it. Right now, I ain't no sense of me sucking and jiving because that phantom pain is no joke.
Exactly.
The neurotic is no joke.
Yeah.
They give you all these knockholes and stuff. I don't like taking them kind of things, but I've been waiting for this kind of stuff.
And a lot of folks, I would say, they think that they don't qualify. They just hear, they look at the main symptoms or the main conditions. Whenever y'all get a chance, I'll be here afterwards. There's about 7 or 8 main conditions.
Yeah.
And when people see that, they say, well, I don't have one of those, I don't qualify. What I tell them is, check with the doctor. You never know, right? A lot of times you might have a symptom of a condition. And having said that, you see there's over 150 conditions that qualify. And the thing is, doctors are trying to get people on the program. They're not trying to get people off the program, right? So we're trying to help people get involved. Currently, there's about 7 million Texans that qualify for the program here in Texas. About 60,000 Texans are actually on the program.
So do insurance cover it?
Unfortunately, insurance does not cover it because it's still federal. It's still classified as a federal illegal Schedule 1. They don't cover it, so it's all out of pocket. Having said that, we try to make things as affordable as possible, right?
Say affordable, how much?
Yes.
We're the least expensive of all the licensees. We have products that range anywhere from $7 all the way up to $200. Just depends on where you play. Having said that, we have first purchase discounts, 15%, 20% off your second discount. Military veterans also get 20%. We do monthly deals all the time. We have a rewards program, so you can gain points. We have referral programs, so the more you refer, you get points. So it can range anywhere.
Well, you don't act on stuff. If they don't have much or whatever, because I don't get involved, because
No, good question.
the body is.
Yeah, it's gonna work differently for you than it will for me. So cannabis is a very individualized plant, right? So everybody's it just depends on what you're dealing with.
So then they write a prescription, the doctor would, and they'll give it to y'all.
You have to write your prescription. So when you place the order, we'll pull it up and say, okay, it looks like you have this many milligrams to use. What product would you like to purchase? And from there, we'll actually gather what's gonna be best for you, right? So the motto is always gonna be low and slow, especially if you're new to cannabis. If you haven't been using it in a while, you'll start low and then work your way up to see what your tolerance level is gonna be.
What is the goal of the treatment?
Depends on what you're looking for.
Pain relief.
So if you're looking for pain relief, then they'll look at, okay, how much pain are you actually in? Maybe we might start you with a gummy, whatever your route of administration might be. If you have that issue, maybe a tincture, you might like a gummy, or you might like a chocolate. My father takes our products. I actually take our products. I really enjoy a 10 milligram gummy. When I'm feeling anxious or something like that, that brings me down.
Other thing is, if you're in active treatment, like with cancer, are you allowed to take it?
Yes. Cancer is one of
Yeah,
the
With active treatment,
that's me.
you can still do this with active treatment. Doesn't interfere with your, any kind of treatment that you know of.
Now, like with anything else, right? You want to consult your doctor, talk to your doctor to see if there's any contraindications or whatnot. But what I will say is that the majority of our patients are looking to either minimize the amount of opioids that they have them on or remove them completely. And there's a ton of patients who I speak to on a daily basis who have gotten off of all of this because of this chemical.
Okay,
So in Texas, everything is digital, so you don't actually get a card. It's all online. So when you call to place your order, they'll pull up your prescription, and that's what it goes from there. The Department of Public Safety monitors the program. So a lot of people are concerned, what if I get pulled over, I've got my medicine on it? They're gonna pull up your information and see that you're on the program. So
you shouldn't be driving if you take
I would suggest, especially, I mean, you're able to function, that's the thing, you're able to function. That's the misconception that a lot of people have, they think you're just gonna be stoned. Well, people who I talk to are trying to function. They have to be able to take the medicine so they can get through their day. There are stoners who just wanna relax, and they just wanna be on their couch and do their thing, and that's fine too. There are a lot of people who are just trying to get through, get their pain relief so they can get through their days and operate in society.
Okay, I'm gonna wrap this up. I want y'all to sign it, autograph it, but there's something else goes with it. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Just go ahead and autograph it, everybody.
What is it?
Any other questions?
No.
What's your name again?
Terrence.
And what's the name of the company?
Good Blend Medical Marijuana.
What?
Good Blend.
Good Blend.
Yep.
Do you have a list of physicians or what have you with you, because I know my doctor, she's old. She's old fashioned, she's not gonna do this.
Yeah.
But I can attest to cancer treatments and how that helped, because I was so sick while I was sick that my daughter went out and found some.
Yes.
She said I never was supposed to ask her where she got it from. And she literally burned it in the room so I could inhale it, because I wasn't eating, I was not sleeping, I was balding, I was flailing, my skin was just flailing from the chemicals. Everything felt like I was on fire. And of course, I couldn't eat. And that's where it got bad. And she burned it like sage in the room in order for me to at least get an appetite. And it was very good for the nausea. But right after your chemotherapy, the first thing that's gonna hit you is nausea. As soon as they get you up.
And
My
that's what I'm
stomach would
saying.
not get up with me each time. I'd have to
I
go
would say,
home and.
you know, regardless of whatever your thoughts are on cannabis, if it's not for you, that's fine. Pass it to someone else. Everybody who I know knows someone who can benefit from this medicine. And my job is to make sure that everybody has access to it and knows that it's available.
Did you say you had chocolate marijuana?
We're actually getting ready to release our mint chocolate for the holidays.
With almonds?
Not with almonds, but
okay.
Yeah, I've heard
Yeah,
it.
almonds to it.
I've heard of it because my mother and my sister take it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know if I can because I'm going through a process of a kidney transplant.
Okay.
And they said they find THC in my system, I'll get kicked out the transplant.
It's CBD.
Now, even with that, what I will say is, if it's a topical, that's not going to get in your bloodstream. That's going to be, it's just going to be localized to wherever the pain is. So a lot of people will, if they have like a skin condition or something like that, they'll hop out the shower, the pores are open, and then be able to rub it on there so it gets in there and soaks in, but it's not going to get into your bloodstream.
Okay.
If you need to, you can do the same thing with the tincture. You can do that under the tongue so it gets in your bloodstream faster, or you can use it as a topical too. It's just a way.
What about a marijuana gift basket?
Marijuana gift basket? I'll tell our R&D
Yeah, you
team.
should.
Let's see if we can get that going.
Oh, my anniversary coming up, so.
Okay, works that these people, but how do you know for sure that they just, and if they get it, that they got marijuana, like, and on forms and stuff, are you taking marijuana, do you check yes?
I would, but I'm very much an advocate, right? For folks who are concerned about their jobs or whatever else it is, understand that this is legal in the state of Texas. Unless you're working federally, you have the right to take this medicine like anybody else. Even still with that.
So they call it.
Yeah, it is necessary, right? So what I would do is I always tell people, if you're comfortable, you can talk to your HR and let them know, hey, I'm thinking about being on the medical marijuana program here in Texas. It's legal. I talked to my doctor, I have a prescription, I'm able to use this.
All right, man, you saying call all this from the pamphlet, okay? Cause I wanna get hooked up, I'm not trying to hid, man, I've been trying to get this stuff.
Faulknor wants
Because
some
of the
autograph.
pain and
Yeah.
stuff, I don't like taking the pills, right?
She wants
And
John
I know
Hancock
it's
one.
working, cause I know a lot of people that get it, you know, so.
She's raffling it off.
Good to
Sign me
hear.
up.
Yeah, I'll walk you through the process. I'll help you out with
Get through with this
Like I
meeting.
said, if you have any questions, and I'll make sure Nelda has my information, so you guys are welcome to call me anytime you need.
I am a heavy user
Okay.
of flour,
Okay.
and that's what I'm used to. My sister gave me a gummy one time,
Yeah.
and it didn't hit me,
Okay.
and I backdoored it with my flour. I stood in my doorway to my kitchen for 5 minutes like this.
Oh, man.
And I'm wondering, like, can I do both? Cause it wasn't like, oh, I'm just out there. I was just like, I was going to the kitchen for snacks and I just forgot what I wanted when I got there. And I was sitting there like, I know I want something, but I can't remember what it was. When I sat back down, I remembered, oh, I wanted cereal.
Yeah.
But so I see y'all have the gummies in both 10 milligrams and 20 milligrams. Is that a constant throughout the bottle, or is it?
Yeah.
It's
It has
gonna.
to be, right? Like
It's
it
gonna.
has to be. So that's that consistency that we're looking for. What I'll say about the difference between flour and ingestibles like that, the onset times are different, right? So people like flour, they like smoking because it hits faster, right? 10 to 15 minutes, you're gonna feel the euphoria that you're talking about. Gummies might take about 30 to 60 minutes to kick in, but it's also gonna last for a long amount of time. So a lot of people will take a gummy in the morning, and they'll have 6 to 8 hours of relief. And they'll take a gummy in the afternoon or the evening, and they'll be sleeping with all that same relief too, right? So they're missing out on all that pain. What we run into a lot, people have issues not having flour, is like, hey, if I'm having an episode right now of, seizure activity right now, I need something that's gonna get immediately. And that's what we're talking with the state about, to get them to understand the importance of these other ways to allow people to have options.
Because sometimes I be like, I'm not into edibles too much, especially if, like, I know y'all a company, so y'all are monitoring and maintaining the constant. But if you get it off the street and you don't know that THC level, it will.
And it could change your whole perception on
Yeah.
it. So the stuff you're buying, you might have a bad experience, and then now you're turning off the cannabis completely, not knowing how educated you were on what you got, where you got it from, what was in it, was it laced with something, so you end up being like, well, cannabis just isn't for me. Well, no, you just had a bad experience.
Yeah.
The plus to that is, guess what? You didn't die.
Mhm.
You might have got the munchies, and you got some really good
Well,
sleep.
like Cat Williams said, he ain't dead. He just asleep. He gonna wake up in 30 minutes and eat everything in the house.
Until this day, there are still 0 reported deaths from cannabis alone usage. You can't say that for opioids. You can't say that for alcohol. You can't say that for all those other things, right? You might have an unpleasant experience. Well, again, if you're following directions, start low and slow, and you work your way up and learn your body, like you guys are already doing. Hopefully, you'll have a pleasant experience.
So on that, the doctors that you do have that we will communicate with, will they be able to? Because I'm very hard of, I wouldn't say understanding, but talking and understanding new people is very hard for me to do.
Yeah.
And is there a way that if I do get with a doctor, can I have him constant or her constant? That way I can build a repertoire with that person and feel more comfortable. Because if I just talk to somebody, I'm not gonna feel comfortable. He'll tell you I can't go to a new doctor without him.
Gotcha.
If I go to a new doctor without him, I'm not gonna talk to them. It's gonna be a whole hour of me just sitting there.
What I would say is, don't use the telemedicine service thing. I can hook you up with a doctor here in the local Houston area. That'll be good. That you'll have constant conversation with. If you go through the telemedicine, it's going to be, you're going to talk to them on the screen. They're going to give you a prescription, and then they're going to trust you to, call us and guide and go through it.
Now, how are your customer service representatives that the company has? How are they when you do get in touch with that doctor and you do go through the process and you do call and try to get your prescription in? Are they, what's the word I'm looking for?
Educated?
Well, educated is one, but there we go, pleasant to deal with. Because I understand that if you got that call service center, then people can be, they're 8 to 12 hours a day, they talk to hundreds of people, and they could be a little stringent.
Yeah.
And I'm the type of person, if you give me the runaround, like you talk me around, if I feel like I'm getting talked in a circle, I'm gonna get agitated.
Yeah.
And if I get agitated enough, I get a foul mouth. Cause now we not getting nowhere. You just talking me in a circle, and I'm not gonna.
Let's talk about it here a bit. But thank you guys for allowing me to be here. I appreciate it.
I got one quick question. I'm chronic, I used to be chronic weed smoker, but I got suffered from depression, so I got back on medicine. So the doctor said it wasn't cool to mix both of them. But I want to get off my medicine and just focus on the marijuana. But I took some gummies the other day. Do they go bad? Because I didn't get the same. I slept good.
Good question, big bro. Good question.
I took
He has answers to everything.
milligrams, and it didn't hit me the smoke, but I did sleep good. I slept good.
They do have a shelf life.
Okay.
It's usually about a year or so afterwards, then it'll start to lose its potency.
Okay.
But yeah, it'll
all right.
deteriorate a little bit.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Do we have a, who would attendees for today? Who attended? These two, right? Okay. Did you get your forms to fill out for new attendees? Okay, good. Okay, we're gonna play a game for lottery tickets and second prize, okay?
No bingo today?
I don't know where mine.
Okay.
I may have got picked up with my other papers.
I got everybody something
No more bingo?
So every time
Oh, you
you
got it?
get
I got yours. Got it.
a ball in here, you get a ticket. And all those tickets go into a raffle, then you can win the prizes that I have. Who wants
Okay.
to play ball? Nobody?
What?
You wanna go around the table?
Yeah.
Okay,
Doing
fine. This is what we'll do. Take it right from your seat.
I'm sad.
You can get the tickets as they win.
I play baseball, but I ain't football. I can't.
I don't.
No, no,
I
no,
got
this
those
is for
here.
the,
I can probably hit it if I try.
The tickets go. You get 3 shots.
yeah, I have a trophy, but I didn't know I brought it with me. Okay. Thank you.
We're gonna keep it fair for everyone.
Yeah.
Let's go. This line.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, you. Get your ball out of the way. Okay, let me go one, let me go right here.
I didn't know I brought it with me.
Oh,
My
man.
bad.
Anybody want to come help me catch balls? Okay, you get a ticket, right? He gets 1 ticket to enter. Everybody gets 1 ticket to enter, okay? Okay, I'll put it right there for you, baby.
So you Michigan.
Baseball, you watch that.
Oh,
Why you gotta be up?
if they come back and get another one.
No, quit cheating.
I gotta go up with Tad.
Go ahead, go up with Tad. Okay, she gets 1 ticket.
What we gonna throw it in a hole or something?
Oh, she gets a ticket, she gets 2 tickets.
Oh,
Can you get that? Thank you,
This is for
sir.
entering, right? Yes.
Thank you, Krista. Oh, you look like a professional.
He's going basketball.
I'm left-handed now, man. I'm still trying with my right now.
Oh, he got one, right? Okay, he gets 3 tickets. I don't know where they went, guys. One went over there.
Is
Oh, there it
one
is.
wrapped by? There it
It's
is.
back here.
Over there.
I'm trying.
Over there, Crystal. Back there. Thank you, sir. Good for you. Did you get 3 tickets?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Oh. Where'd it go?
Oh, so close.
Okay, she gets 1 ticket. I knew I'd get a reaction. I knew I'd get a reaction.
If you do it, if I make it, then it's like 3 tickets.
5 tickets. Oh, 1. That's right.
Right by her, she's, right by her,
It's under your
right,
wheelchair.
right in the middle of her, right between her legs, right
Yeah.
there. Bag up a little bit. I'm trying, trust me, this thing is old and dying.
What? XCIL should get you a new one.
Yeah, we're working on it, in all honesty, we're working on it.
Okay, I'm glad to hear that. Where's number 3 for her here? Got it over there, 3.
I haven't played ball since I was a kid.
Well, it's your first time.
oh.
We gotta play ball Oh! I think you're practicing at home.
I used to pitch underhand. I'm not an overhand pitcher. I played softball. But that wouldn't have worked on that. It would
How
have
many
lost it
tickets
over
did
the
she
head.
She gets 2. She got one through and one console. All right, Herman.
Why you going way back? Cause I'm winning all the games. Well, go ahead on, Bill.
I don't care.
Because she's saying go, Sarah says go.
Way back, huh?
Oh, wait. Let me line it up just right. Okay, now.
Oh, that's for not coming to support groups. I'm not shaking.
Play ball, Shirley.
Yeah,
Play
shake.
ball.
Oh,
Whoa! Oh, he has it. Oh! He gets 3 tickets.
It's fine.
He gets 3 tickets. Miss Sarah? It's Sarah, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you right there?
Yeah.
Oh, she's a tough one.
Oh,
Duh.
that way, I'm sorry.
Okay, Miss Sarah gets 1.
Her card.
If you smoke marijuana, you're not gonna get it.
Seems like if
I've seen that movie.
So you play ball?
I love that.
Did you forget your coffee?
Yes, ma'am. I'm moving to my apartment on
Oh,
22nd.
oh, you got 2.
He gets 3. He gets 3.
Over there by the window.
Well, you proved it wrong. Okay, why I got you to be good? I need a meal plan.
I'm getting my exercise.
Great. Really great.
Thank you. Okay, Carol.
That's 2 bucks for you.
2. Come on, Harold. Do it.
2 bucks.
Where your glasses at?
3. There's one over there in front of that chair.
I see it.
Yeah, she could see the
Close to you.
perception.
Can you see? What can I do to help you see? Can you see
Back it
it?
up a little bit.
Can you see it?
yeah. I see it. What if it go all the way through? Do I still get a ticket? No, you put it down. If it go all the way through, do I still get a ticket?
Yeah. You see it? Oh! Whoa! Whoa! Good. 3 tickets for you.
Do me a favor though. Tell me the numbers.
Right.
The last 3 numbers.
Come on, Astro player.
773.
1,
Wait a minute. Say it again.
2. One more. Oh!
Right behind you.
So close.
Nelda. The ball.
2 behind you.
Yeah, 1, 3. What are the numbers?
Up.
775, whatever.
Oh!
Let me read it all to you. 202.
There one right behind her.
Just tell me the last 3 numbers. Yeah, tell me the last 3
Did you get your tickets?
No.
Okay. Vanessa?
Yeah.
She needs a ticket. She needs a ticket.
Oh,
to get
one.
yours, okay? We're not ready yet. We're not ready yet. You're gonna get a ticket.
I see.
No one got all 3 of them in?
Give me.
Oh, okay.
So these 3 of mine?
One is 703.
Okay, one goes to the drawing.
701. Okay.
So everybody has a chance. Put that in there.
301.
Chance to win. Everybody has a chance. Another one. So you can see a little bit. All of a sudden she can see.
Yeah.
Come on up. Come up a little more. Come up a little more. You see?
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, she's blind. Yes, really.
Oh, well,
Did she get one too? Did we find the other one? Yeah, got it. Okay, but now the last one.
This one. Over there. This one is over here. Then. You see it over here?
Yeah, it's under Mr. Dwayne.
Huh? What happened?
The ball's right under your foot.
Under my foot?
Yes, sir. I can get it.
Okay.
Excuse me. I got you.
Thank you.
Do it.
Yeah.
Once I get out.
Good.
Hey, good to you. She get 2 tickets. Here's one ticket. You got one ticket. Here's the other one. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna draw 2 tickets, okay?
2? Okay.
One is the, for about 8 or 9 lottery tickets in here.
Okay.
And the other one is for your autographed bat and a bag of peanuts, Astro peanuts, okay?
Okay.
So, we cannot win twice. We can only win one time.
Okay.
So, if we draw your number, you will tell me 1 or 2. One of these has a number 1, one of them has a number 2. Am I showing them no? So number, whatever number you pick is what you're gonna get, okay? So, who wants to pull out the first one? Let the gentleman pull it out. Pull out the number.
The first one is, I'm assuming the first three numbers are the same, so the last 3 are 769.
769.
Give me number.
Number 1.
Give me number 1.
Number 1 is going to be the lottery tickets.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Now, number 2 is the nuts and the autograph bag.
Last 3 numbers is 832.
832.
Right here.
Right there, okay. She gets a bag of nuts and the autograph bag. That's it, that's it. We do have some little treats to go home with.
Tommy was with me with this.
Okay, there we have a ball inside.
Tommy was with me.
Because I pulled the ball out for you guys.
No, they scratch off on it.
Here, put the ball in.
Scratch off. Yeah, they scratch off.
And we're gonna close with the song.
Baseball. Go get her with that.
Don't forget to fill out your evaluation form.
That baseball that they was told. It might not last too long, day. Crack it back. Yeah, I'm bringing the car, and I said, "Here's what I'm doing." Now, what is that like?
Does anybody have anything to say before we close the meeting?
And it'd be for that. Because I used that promo for one time.
Are you leaving us? Yeah. We got a song to sing. Can y'all share Dr. Temple? Are y'all ready? Take me out to the ball game. 1, 2, 3.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I never come back. Let me root root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I never come back. Gonna be root from the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out.